Should have called it Samzirra, eat something. Dude, I love these little sausage burritos. Oh my god, my fingernails are so dirty. Just realized this is upside down. Not really much I can do about it.
Hash brown and the medium orange juice, 243. Yeah. I'm nothing. I'm just finishing one docket, and then I'm doing the other docket, and then I'm going to go and pay the files. Then I'm going to go I've got to go and get my shirt. I've got to go and get my shirt. And I'm waiting for the library to open. Once the library opens, then I can go and get my shirt, get ready in a suit for tomorrow, and then go and file these dockets. So I'll file these dockets. Because I've got to prove that this was pulled on the court, right? So, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna go prove it. All I have to do is prove all of the court that someone else was pretending to be.
Good morning. Mysterious artist. Oh, hey, what's up? Good morning.
Yeah. I'm meeting with him on a monthly.
I got a new brush pen, so I'm trying it out. Actually, I bought it a long time ago. I just never used it. And I haven't done a drawing live stream in probably years. It's been a while. I figured I'd get back to my roots a little bit. Since you're, I think, maybe the only person watching, if there's something you want to see me draw, just let me know in the chat and I'll try it. Right now I'm just doodling. Nice. How do I do it? Now taking, I'm not going to say requests, but any suggestions? Because right now I'm just doodling. Get the brain warmed up. I'm going to check my messages every couple minutes, see if anybody's put some suggestions in. Help try. I'm at McDonald's, by the way, if you hear a bunch of people talking in the background. I've got my trusty sidekick with me. He's taking a nap down there on the floor. Oh, I'm sorry, I just dropped my pen on his head. Chino. Chino. Hi, Bubba. Hello. Hello. He's tired. Go back to sleep. Really just doing warm-ups right now. Trying to wake up. So, any suggestions? Something you'd like to see me draw? Big pen Moto Mascara. Big pen Sui Mascara. Damale Abazule. Oh, let me flip this over so I can see what you wrote. Maybe an airship, but like modern looking with screens. An airship, modern looking with screens and light. Okay. I had this cool book forever and I just never drawn it, so let's make an airship. I would assume you're into anime if you like airships, would be my guess. I could be wrong. see. I've got from here to here to here to here. You ever seen a movie called Laputa? It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Strip animation. You know what? I'm gonna need my other pen for this. You laying on it, Chino? Nope. Sorry. Alright, there we go. Now that's better. Alright, I'm gonna start at the top of the ship. And I'm gonna pretend that it's got these big round rotor engines. This is going to be like a giant double rotary jet engine. It has like fish fins on it. Because of location in one game. Which game? This giant engine is going to be bracketed to the top of the airship. Did you ever see that episode of The Simpsons where Homer finds out he has a brother? And his brother's like super rich and owns a car dealership and lets Homer make whatever kind of car he wants. Oh, dude. If I wasn't using my phone right now to live stream, I'd pull that up. I know exactly what you're talking about. I got so locked into Fortnite last year, it's like I shut out everything else, and I've been taking a break from doing it all the time, and so I've been playing like my older games, like because I used to love Clash Royale. I still do, but I hadn't played in so long. I almost don't recognize the game because of all the updates. But I've been playing like T3 Arenas, like one of my favorite games of all time. Legend of Zelda's sick. Just, you know, I don't know if you would describe those as platformers, but sometimes it's really fun to go back and play games you haven't played in a while. What's this other one I was playing? It's called, I got really into this game called Squad Busters for a while for some reason. I'm going to make a note so I don't forget. Check out The End Is Nigh. Is The End Is Nigh, is that just a PC game, or can you play it like on phone and tablets and stuff? So this is going to be like the cockpit area where the captains are. These will be like floodlights. This is one of the engines. Should be like people like sitting right here. Make like an exhaust tube section. I can't remember if I have my headphones on or I'm using my phone's microphone, so I apologize if you can hear me heavy breathing. Just didn't mean to do that. Hopefully that's not the case. Recently I stopped playing games for a while to actually start. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's easy to get stuck on one thing. I just have to remind myself to always stream and record what I'm making. I love making time lapses. I think that's probably one of my favorite things. And I recently was informed that, I mean, I should have known this, but iPhones have a thing called spatial filming where you can film in 3D. So if you can get, so I bought like a cheap $10 VR headset you put your phone into, makes everything 3D. So I've been making all these really cool, I think they're really cool 3D videos, but I'm still editing some. I just put one up on my videos of my dog. And it's so cool, like, even if nobody else is watching it, I love going back and watching it because it feels like I'm really there with my dog. It's pretty neat. I'm surprised VR is not like, I guess, more popular. Maybe it is. This is going to have like a curved bottom because it can land in the water. These would be like the exhaust tubes. I love how there's no rules when you're drawing. You can draw whatever you want. Steam or something coming out of there. I want it to be shaped kind of like those fish that you see when you're watching like nature channels, where it's got that fish that's got like the little light that lures other fish near it, and then it snaps down on it with its like a, I don't know what it's called. Maybe it looks like this. There'll be like a little dangly thing like this, and then the fish will be here with its giant fangs. Maybe an angler fish. They look kind of like that. And then we'll have an engine here. There's something somebody taught me many years ago that made drawing, I don't know if I'd say better, but easier for me. They said when you're drawing like letters, for instance, if I'm drawing my name, he said imagine you're fly fishing. So when somebody's fly fishing, they're casting their line like back and forth like this. That motion, it looks really cool, you know? So when you're drawing your letters or any objects really, you do that swoopy this, and that's what starts to give things like good dimension. And you fall into those lines. You know what I mean? No.
Awesome.
It's like an airship.
Wow.
I'm taking requests from people online.
Really?
Yeah. If you want to see what I do, this is my name online on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Samzirra.
Amazing.
Thank you.
So what's it look like?
It's gonna be like an airship that looks like a fish, like an angler fish.
Mhm.
These will be the lights, cockpit,
Yeah.
engine, steam.
You have a great talent.
Thank you very much. Cool. Somebody just said hi. So interesting about art is it'll make strangers come up and talk to you about stuff, or I like how art can remind people of something important in their lives or an old memory. It's unfortunate that they have to leave because I don't know if you ever feel this as an artist, but when you're drawing and it's not finished yet or you're halfway, looks kind of like a UFO with engines strapped to it. Wait till I put the shading and then it's going to all come together. Now you said you wanted screens on it, so the first thing I thought of was like TV screens or like flat screens, but I think I'm going to have them on the outside of the ship. So we'll do there's no rules, we can put them wherever we want. The screen bracket will be in it over here. And this screen will have like a robot arm so it can move around. So I'll pretend that it's like the thermal imaging screen. It would go inside the ship, but it's too big. So this can move anywhere. And then when I draw something over here, it'll be on the screen smaller. Alright, we're going to put some shading here in a second so you can get some depth going. So it looks a little bit Well, a lot less like scribbly lines. I'm just using a regular Sharpie, by the way. I don't usually draw with these too much, but yeah, that'd be cool. I'm reading what you're commenting about ads. I'll even put like there'll be like a little reticulated arm. I don't know if that's the right word. With a little like robot head right here. And he'll have like a robot arm pointer to point at stuff on the screen. Don't usually use these Sharpies too much. I used to draw Sharpies only, but you know, they're just one size. But if you press down, you don't have to press down too hard. You can get a nice tapered line. Thanks. Probably from years of tattooing. I used to tattoo all the time. So it's like you have to be super steady. And these brush pens are great because it's like having a paintbrush with ink in it. And what's even better is when you've used them a lot and the ink starts to run out, you can get really good shading. I actually shaded the wrong side over there. That's okay though. I want to go like this. I tend to talk to myself a lot when I draw anyways. So if I'm mumbling, I apologize. It's just part of the process. Oh, make sure you guys can see. I might shade this two different ways. A little bit with this brush pen, but I want to show you some cross-hatching shading. Depending on what you're making, sometimes cross-hatching is the way to go. This McDonald's that I'm sitting in, they told me that I'm on a time limit here. I can only be in here for an hour unless I buy something. And I had been coming here for 3 months. Almost every morning I drink my coffee and eat my breakfast and hang out for about an hour. Never had a problem with anybody. So when they came up, I usually have my headphones on too. This lady came up to me and started talking to me. And I couldn't hear her at first. So I took my headphones off. I'm like, what's up? She's like, yeah, you homeless people can't be in here for longer than an hour or we're going to throw you out. I was like, what are you talking about? It's like, you homeless people. I'm like, first of all, lady, I'm by myself. Second of all, what the fuck are you talking about? I said, what time limit? She's like, if you don't buy something every hour, we have to throw you out. I was like, I do buy something every hour. It was very rude, is my point. I don't ever bother anybody. I don't talk to anyone. Mind you, this is the same place that when I first moved here, I came in here because I have a service dog. They told me I had to leave because I can't bring dogs in here. I said, it's my service dog. And they still made me leave. So I filed a complaint with McDonald's corporate. And they apologized and told me I could come back. So I did. And then, 3 months goes by and now she's telling me I have a time limit. It's like, lady, I spent like $500 here last month. Relax. It's McDonald's. It's not freaking 5-star restaurant, you know what I mean? Right, so there's a little bit of that shading. I got my super fine pen with me today. And this thing is great because you can really go in and add some depth. Excuse me. I want my lights to have like those cages over them. Not only to fix mistakes if you think you made a mistake, but it's cool to add like a little bit of highlighting. Don't go nuts with it. Sometimes it's the little bitty highlights that you notice unless somebody points it out that add the most cool stuff to something. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm so tired. Here, let me flip this over. If you ever want to practice something that, at least for me, helped me get much better at drawing, like freehand with pens instead of using pencils, it's just a quick exercise. Because you'll notice, lots of people can't draw fire. First of all, they can't draw fire very good, including myself, even after all these years. But if you take like the kind of flames you see on motorcycles a lot of the time, they kind of look like this, right? Now, that's pretty much kind of how they're supposed to look, those typical traditional flames. But you'll notice a lot of times people will do this. Which doesn't look right if they all look like this. If they're next to each other, they look okay. But like that fly fishing thing I was saying, kind of like an infinity symbol that's bigger on one end. If you follow that, like that methods, if you draw your lines like this, it's supposed to for just about anything, lettering, shapes. And then you go back and do a second one. Just that motion. I don't know how to explain it any better than that. If you practice this kind of swirly motion like this, you'll start to notice depth in things better, like a ribbon, kind of. I'm so bad at explaining this. But practicing going from small to big is really what's going to help you like get better motion in your hands and like better like muscle memory. And that's especially important for like filigree. So when people do like cursive lettering, if I'm doing like this letter S, you go back to the top of the letter and you go at a 45-degree angle. Here's your angle, right? And that's how you do like your, and you'll see that these shapes start to appear, like that swirly fly fishing shape I was talking about. And it'll help you get your dimensions better, like more accurate. See what I mean? It's almost like a ribbon fly fishing technique. And then for shading, since things have like 3 levels of shading usually, what I mean by that is if you have this shape, just this piece, and the light's coming from up here, pointing this way. The light's hitting this 3-dimensional object, mostly like right here. This is the lightest area. And then it's going to catch down here a little bit, right? As the object twists. Your first level of shading is your main dark. Do a bunch of these. That's your main shade. And then there's the, because there's just no light here, right? But then there's the part of it that's not quite as dark because this light's reflecting off the object back onto itself. So you would go like, you would put it on top of these lines. So you go like this, but you space your lines out a little bit farther. And you drag them over this section that has less light. And then you do your third, which can be any direction. And that's what makes it really dark on the dark areas and will add in a lot of depth. Now what I just drew kind of looks like shit, but if you practice this, you'll start to see what I mean. You'll really start adding more depth to everything, and you can even go and add a 4th direction. And when you see like fancy crosshatch drawings that do stuff like this, you'll notice the patterns and how they draw it. So it looks less like this. If you do more, try to get a lot more parallel lines, it'll really make it look nice by the time you get done adding everything. Anyways, let me go back to this. Oh my god, I gotta go. I gotta go to the library. I might redraw this again now that I have an idea for something. Thanks for the idea about the airship. Alright, let me draw one more thing since we're sitting here. And then I gotta go. I'll give you a little eyeball lesson. Now that whole swirly thing I was showing you, this holds true for eyeballs too. This is, you know, the infinity symbol. Smaller on one end and bigger on the other. That's a good way to draw eyebrows. I just realized you're upside down, I'm sorry. And then eyelid, iris. See what I mean? This is like, works for every part of the face almost. Like little part, and swirl it out to the big part. Same with the nose. There's all kinds of, you know, techniques and tricks for drawing, but that's what seems to work the best for me. Especially if you hold your hand in one spot and then you do all your curves off that. It's a good way to get three-dimensional perspective to stay looking consistent through your whole drawing. All right, I'll be back another time. Thanks for watching. I'm going to check out your channel too. Ah!